Thanks for tuning in on Brock Page. And if you want to save yourself some time, check out my picks for this video in the description section below. Once again, I have to remind you that I am not a sports betting expert, nor do I implore you to take any of my picks. A wise man once said, good ain't free, and free ain't good. If for some reason you decide to use the information on this program, you're utilizing it at your own discretion. And with that said, let's get into some picks for March 7th. First game I have for you, it is going to be Portland at OKC. The betting opened up with OKC as the 6-point favorites with the total points at an even 222. Since then, OKC is now minus 6.5 against the spread with the total points jumping up to 223.5. Speaking of OKC, they've been superb against the spread at home, posting a record of 21-9 with a push. They're also covering an impressive 80% at the current point spread. Along with going 23-13 against the spread as the favorite, OKC's covering a solid 72% of their games as the official home favorite. OKC's also a solid 18-6 against the spread versus teams winning less than 45% of their games. They're facing a Portland team who's covering just 11 of 32 on the road and just 10 of 29 as the underdog. They're also covering a pitiful 28% as the official road underdog and just 36% in the second game of a back-to-back. Before last night's action, both teams were collectively averaging 223 total combined points in their previous 4 games respectively. Before last night's action, Portland games had gone over the line in their previous 4 straight. On the other side, OKC games have gone over the line in 3 of their last 4. All that said, I'm taking the Oklahoma City Thunder minus 6.5 against the spread. When it comes to the total points, I'm taking the over 222. And when it comes to the money line cash, I'm taking OKC winning this one outright at home. Next game, Los Angeles Lakers at Dallas. The betting opened up with Dallas as the 8.5-point favorites with the total points at 206.5. Since then, Dallas is now minus 10 against the spread, with the total points dropping down to an even 204. Currently, Dallas is laying 600 on the money line, and at the moment, 52% of the money's on the Lakers to cover the spread. Speaking of the Lakers, they've done a lackluster job against the spread on the road, covering just 15 of 33 games. And as the underdog or pick'em, LA's covered just 46% of their games in that category as well. They've also covered just 15 of 32 as the official road underdog. When facing teams winning less than 45% of their games, the Lakers have covered just 10 of 29 possible games in that category as well. They're also covering just 40% against teams allowing 99 to 102 a game. In addition to poor numbers against the number, the Lakers have failed to cover in their previous 3 games with Dallas. Speaking of the Mavs, they're covering a staggering 89% against the spread as the favorite. They're also 7-1 against the number as the official home favorite. When it comes to the total points, both teams are collectively averaging just 202 total combined points in their last 4 games respectively. Both teams have also gone under the line in 3 of their last 4. All that said, I'm taking the Dallas Mavericks minus 10 against the spread. When it comes to the total points, I'm taking the under 204. And when it comes to the money line cash, I'm taking Dallas winning this one outright at home. Next and final game for the show, it is going to be Washington minus 3.5 at Phoenix. Total points are at 225.5. Currently, Washington's laying 160 for some money line cash. And at the moment, 73% of the bettors are siding with Washington to get the job done against the spread. Speaking of the spread, Phoenix has been getting the job done, posting a record of 13-8 against the current point spread. They've covered 3 of their last 4 against the number. They're facing a Washington team who not only failed to cover in their first matchup with the Suns, but they're also covering just 40% of their games as the official road favorite. When it comes to the total points, both teams are collectively averaging just 222 total combined points in their previous 4 games respectively. All that said, I'm going against the bettors in taking the Phoenix Suns plus 3.5 against the spread. When it comes to the total points, I'm taking the under 225.5. And when it comes to the Moneyline cash, I'm taking the Washington Wizards, winning this one in a close one. Well, folks, that is going to do it for me. Once again, I have to remind you that I am not a sports betting expert, nor do I implore you to take any of my picks. A wise man once said, good ain't free, and free ain't good. If for some reason you decide to use the information on this program, you're utilizing it at your own discretion. Most importantly, if you're betting any of these games, do it safe, do it responsibly, and most important, have fun. For Brock Page predictions and sports picks, I'm Brock Page, and have yourself a positive day.